Fair use. This commentary is for entertainment and educational purposes. Hey, loves, happy new day. And we're back together again. I always like it when you come over here to chill with me. Thank you so much for being here. And as usual, we always have a lot to talk about. Please check out my store, check out my merch, my books. Now let's get into some real talk. No flow. Much love, everyone. Now, before I weigh in on the TJ Holmes and Amy Robach in plain sight adulterous situation, I wanted to say a few things about the recent developments as it pertains to the Sean Criller Robinson's case. Now, I've seen reports, I have also reposted reports that someone was arrested and then this was debunked, and there are several stories going around, and everybody has an opinion. However, I see some people are making this a big issue. Listen, everyone is like a clairvoyant. What I mean by this is that we all felt our pain, we're angry, we want closure, and because of that, the information that you're receiving is going to ignite that emotional space and place in your mind that makes it feel like if you're almost to the end, like something is happening. So I don't believe that these stories is either everybody could be wrong or everybody could be right. But I don't think that people should be bashed because you're reporting on a story that is put out there. The only story that I think that would be deemed as authentic would be the stories coming from the relevant authorities, because Mexico and the US have bilateral agreements that encompasses their extradition treaties, and I'm also sure that these people have lawyered up and they will try to use the legal system, use their legal options to the best of their abilities. So it's going to take a longer time. What we need to do is to use logical deduction, not to vilify any report. No one knows for sure the real status of the situation, so everybody could be right or everybody could be wrong. Like I said, all we need to do is use logical deduction. Because the issue is so sensitive, the legal process may appear to be moving at a snail's crawl. It is totally out of our control. So let's just relax. I mean, like I said, everybody's going to have their opinion, but that's it. Now let's get into this mess.
But guess what, though? You know what else?
What's up?
Well, you just got caught.
Moving right now.
GMA host Amy Robach and TJ Holmes part ways with spouses, deactivate IG accounts as a fair news leaks. Now listen. First and foremost, these are two consenting adults. I mean, the optics really off, but these things happen more often than you would believe, but they're not exposed like this one is, because these are two
What the fuck are you doing?
well-known television personalities. And contracts are important, and the clauses in your contract speaks to how you operate in the workplace. You know what I mean? If there is no clearly outlined clause that says that these relationships are prohibited, you know us, how we use semantics, and loopholes can be found in any agreement if it's not clearly if it's not explicit. Now, the moral aspect is what is really taking this story to the next level, because everybody's on their moral high horse and their soapbox and they're speaking on this, but in actuality, no crime has been committed. I don't see anything really coming out of this story other than these two people up into the sunset and enjoying each other's company. However, hold on, notwithstanding my very liberal point of view on the matter, at this point I choose to jump on my moral high horse and I'm pulling out my soapbox. I dusted it off, so it's okay. I'm pulling out my soapbox and I'm going to say this. I still do believe that these are two cheating Van Schemenites, and they played in the faces of their spouses. Now listen to this. New York City, New York. Good morning, America's host Amy Robach and TJ Holmes separated from their partners amid the alleged rumors of their months-long affair came into light reportedly. A source revealed that Robach, who is married to the actor Andrew Shue, and Holmes, who is married to the lawyer Marilee Fiebig, whomever, it's the same person, have allegedly started dating in March when they both were preparing for the New York City Half Marathon and left their spouses in August of 2022. In the wake of the affair news, they even deactivated their Instagram accounts, Page 6 reported. According to a member of the ABC News team who spoke to the aforementioned outlet, the Gma'S co-host made a deliberate attempt to conceal their relationship. They have a very cozy relationship on the air, but that is what is expected, as source said. But they were very careful behind the scenes to keep their affair secret, they added. On Wednesday, November 20th, Robach disabled her Instagram account after her fans noticed she deleted her wedding band. Listen, sorry, this is really poor reported speech. Anyway, and also stopped posting photos of her husband, Shue. The account of the Holmes had already been deactivated when it was reported that he and Robach were spotted canoodling in bars near ABC News in May 2022. Anyway, I like this part though. I like PDA. Is that wrong? Listen, I do not hold the rights to the moral clock, so leave me alone with my thoughts, okay? Anyway, a source told the Daily Mail that staff members noticed the two were getting closer while they were in London for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee in June. The producers at GMA are shocked to hear they are having an affair. Really? Could we measure shock by degrees? Come on, people. The publication that broke the news revealed many pictures of the two, including them making out at a bar on Wednesday, November 30th. Robach, 49, and Holmes, 45. Oh, she's a mini cougar. Were also recently seen holding hands during various outings throughout upstate New York and around the city, according to the new photos obtained by the news outlet. Additionally, a video showed Holmes grab Robach's butt as she removes an item from the trunk of her car. Now, I'll offer my unemotional, logical, rational point of view on this matter. I do believe that these two people have a very natural chemistry. I watched that program, and without the knowledge I have now of their alleged affair, I thought they had really natural chemistry. And you know that is important as it pertains to delivery when you're on a television program. And they seem to really mesh quite nicely. Listen, they are the real married couple. Maybe these people felt that they were role playing, they were married all along in their minds. That is why there was just such a natural flow. They couldn't pretend any longer. However, the universe has a way of returning favors tenfold. Karma has longevity. And if they really did this to each other and their spouses were blindsided, there will be ramifications for their actions. But then again, everybody's an adult. Unfortunately, these actions have consequences. And usually, the more often seen repercussion is that, you know the saying, you know it goes, they do it with you, they shall do it to you. This goes without fail. So these two who are role playing, sneaking off, having their sordid affair in the name of work, be prepared that when the novelty it is highly likely that when the novelty wears off and reality hits, your feelings might change. That is when reality steps in, because there's nothing more to hide, so all the excitement and everything would have been depleted. What next? Then you start seeing each other for who you really are. And their boss is saying now that they had absolutely no idea that this was happening. It's kind of a nonsensical statement to me, because that is why it is called an affair. Not an out in the open, not an out in the public. Affairs are secretive, hidden, secrets. They only become public when they are discovered and exposed. That is the premise upon which an affair is had. You know, the idea is for you to hide what you're doing for as long as you have that control, for as long as it's within your control. And, you know, this brings me to another point that I've made before. And I'll repeat without fear of contradiction. This is my opinion. I still do not believe that people were meant to be together forever. I do not. I'm not discounting those people who have managed to achieve that very high ideal. Congratulations to you. My parents were married for more than 50 years. Damn, it is possible. And even though I believe that we are still of the same ilk, however, our perspective on life and relationships and so forth is different. This breed of people, this new breed of humans, they are fickle, they are non-committal, undecided, restless, and very impulsive. So they make decisions on impulse. So it is highly likely that these situations will become more common as time goes by. Because everybody, you know, wants to be happy, whatever happy means to them. Be well. But a word of advice to the jilted spouses though. This is where my inner bitch would emerge. I would hook up with the other person. Think about it. You don't have to go on any dating site. You know for sure that that person is single. I would hook up with the other person and also run off into the sunset. Even if it doesn't last, you know, for whatever period of time it lasts, if there's an attraction, I would do it. Yes. They say sometimes two wrongs make a right. That wouldn't be a wrong because these people would now be single. So there's no wrong there. And sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5 wrongs make a right. If it takes that many wrongs to make a right, well, let's go wronging all the way. Call me petty. And finally, I want to talk about red flags. There are always red flags. I am sure that if you were to speak to these two people, the jilted ones, the jilted half, they would have, in retrospect, they would be able to point out signs and things that they saw that they ignored. It happens all the time because people are not ready to accept their reality. You know, they're not ready to accept the reality of their situation because of that comfort zone mindset. But as it relates to Amy and TJ, it seems as if it's a sigh of relief for the two of them. You know, it more seems like oh my gosh, the weight is off of us. We don't have to hide anymore. Yes, we can now hump out in the open. The judgment, we'll deal with it together as a couple. Baby, it's me and you against the world. The mess of it all. Anyway, please stay safe and be self-aware. Subscribe to my channel, please, and share.